uzima. Tuungane sote tuimbe pamoja, kuenzi shikamano hatima yetu. Tujitoe wenyewe kupambana pamoja, uhuru na umoja vitawale. Enyi bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote na tujibidishe kutoa kilicho bora kwa Afrika, chimbuko la wanadamu, chemchemi ya utamaduni, tumaini letu wakati wa mafarakano. Enyi bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima.
Welcome to Humanist TV Africa. This is Humanist TV Africa, a registered charity media organization. We are registered to do media work in the world. So far, we have studios in Uganda, we have studios in Kenya, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, USA, and UK. We are growing. We are a network of secular people, a network of humanists, focused on promoting human rights, focused on empowering each other, empowering people, and promoting democracy, good governance, and of course, accountability, among others. We intend to enlighten the people on issues that people don't normally hear about. We give you stories that others don't dare to talk about. We give you news, we give you focus on issues that others simply ignore. This is Humanist TV Africa. We want to encourage you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and our TikTok is Humanist TV Africa. Also, send us an email. Our email is right there, info@Humanist TV Africa. Also, our WhatsApp number is right there, plus our website. Our website is www.humanisttvafrica.com. We want to encourage you to join us and be part of a team that seeks to create changes in this world. We target one person at a time, one village at a time, one county, one sub-county, one parish, one country at a time. We do think that our work, together with your support, shall be able to make this world a better place for all of us to live. Now, that is our focus. We intend to promote human rights, protect them, but also to create awareness about these rights. We also intend to create publicity about Africa, but also to give the best narrative about Africa. And today, this is country profile, where we bring to you countries that you don't normally hear about. Today, we talk about Angola. We talk about Angola, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Very rich, big, and resourceful. Some people knew Angola because of the war, because of the 27-year war. Jonathan Savimbi and others were fighting. But Savimbi was only part of Angola. He was not Angola. Angola is bigger than that. Let us look at Angola by looking at the maps of Angola and the information about Angola. Now, when you look at this map, there are many things that will come to your attention. Let us look at the statistics. Angola, by population, has 35 million people, and of course, the growth rate is 3% per annum, and age dependency is quite high. It is quite high in terms of population and dependency, 90% right there. age dependence. Urban population is only 68%. Infant mortality rate is at 47% per 1,000 live birth, of course. And life expectancy in Angola is about 61 years. Not bad. Life expectancy is not bad. Now, in terms of age, those between 0 to 14 about 45%, which means that the biggest percentage of people right there is above 14 years. That is between 15 and 64 years is 52%. So the majority population is between 52 to 64 years, which is the working population. And the age ones 65 plus are only 2.6%. It makes Angola a country with a very youthful population. In terms of geography and environment, of course, Angola is located in southern Africa, bordering southern Atlantic Ocean between Namibia and DRC Congo. The total size of Angola is quite big. The size is quite big, as you can see. Angola's size is 1,246,700 square kilometers. Now, land area is of course the same in terms of kilometers right there. And of course, you look at the coastline covers about 1,600 kilometers. That is coastline. And the climate is semi-arid in southern, and of course, along the coast in the north there. It's a very, very, very beautiful climate right there. And of course, Angola is ranked as the 7th largest country in Africa. Now, let us look at technology. In terms of technology, the airports right there, quite many. Angola has been developing for some time. And of course, the cellular telephone coverage, 13 million people are covered with at least the telephone. The highways are quite many. Many roads are built, about 26,000 kilometers of roads there. Internet users in Malawi, of course, in Angola is 2,600,000 internet users, quite big. And of course, the railway coverage is also big, with 2,852 kilometers of the railway coverage. And of course, telephones are quite many there. People are doing very well in terms of technology there. Now, when you look at the oil, I should also tell you that oil is the biggest output of Angola. Angola has oil. People don't actually know maybe about Angola's oil, but Angola has oil. The economy is driven by oil. As you can see, production in thousands of barrels right there. And of course, consumption is a bit lower than the production, which means that much of the oil from Angola, as you can see on your screen, is exported. Angola does not import oil. Angola instead exports oil. Because when you look at the statistics, Angola's economy is driven by its oil sector. Oil production supports activities by 50% of GDP. 50% of Angola's GDP is supported by oil, and more than 70% of the government revenue, and more than 90% of the country's exports. Angola is based on oil. Angola is so rich on oil, but also Angola has minerals such as manganese, copper, gold, granite, marble, uranium, quartz, lead, zinc, wolfram, tin, ferrite, sulfur, carbon, mica, alpha, gypsum, and tau. Angola has all these minerals, I'm telling you. Angola has diamonds. And of course, you remember the diamond war in Angola. Angola, of course, has gold. Angola is rich. I told you, Angola is the 7th largest country in Africa, and its wealth of natural resources is among the top 5 largest diamond producers on the African continent. As you can see, the map can be able to give you those history. Now, Angola has a very rich history in terms of minerals. I've told you the wealth is good. Angola has gold, Angola has diamonds, Angola has all those metals, precious metals, and Angola, above all, has oil. And its proximity with the Atlantic Ocean gives it a very big advantage to export the products from Angola right there. And of course, in terms of economic statistics, as of 2022, over 15 million people in Angola lived in extreme poverty. Now, I want you to just pause between having all these threats and also poverty. 15 million people in Angola actually live below the poverty line. They are so poor. The question is why? When this country, as you can see, has all that wealth, why is it that over 15 million people in Angola cannot afford to earn $1 a day? So the question comes, is it bad governance? Is it greed? What is breathing many people in Angola to be in poverty? What drives them to be in poverty? Now, when you look at that, the poverty threshold is below $1 a day. 15 million people below $1 a day, and of course, we see that a third of the population of Angola is below the poverty line. The question is why? Unemployment in Angola is also high at 10%. The debt burden in Angola is 80% to the GDP. Why? Despite all these threats, why should a country have a debt burden of 80% of its GDP? And Angola is in debt of about 65 billion US dollars. In debt. In debt. The country is indebted despite having all that oil, as you can see, despite having diamonds, despite having gold. 15 million people cannot earn $1 a day, and 80% of Angola's budget is into debt. The debt burden is big, and of course, about 65 US billion dollars are into the debt which Angola has to pay. Now, having seen that, of course, the Rwanda, the capital there of Angola, a beautiful city, I should tell you. Angola has some of the most exciting cities. Of course, the water bodies even make the towns of Angola even much beautiful. The water bodies, the country with water bodies is beautiful. Now, Angola has all the wild animals you can talk about. Angola has the lions, the elephants, the cheetahs, all these wild animals. Talk about Angola has them. Angola has them. And Angola is vast. Remember, the land is big. Remember, all these animals, as you can see them right on your screen there, can be seen in Angola. Can be seen in Angola. And remember, Angola has all these minerals, but also all these animals, the leopards, the antelopes, of course, the giraffes, all these animals can be seen in Angola, and makes Angola a very, very beautiful country, a beautiful place. The zebras, all these beautiful animals. They are having so many national parks in Angola. You can go there and simply be the one to choose which national park we are going to go and visit in Angola. Quite a number of national parks right there in Angola. Angola has been a very, very highly political country. When you look at its history, Angola is a former national state. It was actually ruled by the Portuguese. I should tell you that the Portuguese colonized Angola from the 16th century. The Portuguese were in Angola throughout the 19th century. They were there, and Angolans had to fight for their independence so fiercely that from November 1975, Angola officially got their independence. But again, there was a problem because by the time they got an independence, they had two factions that were fighting, two groups that were fighting against colonialism. That was the Communist Party, the Communist People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, and the Anti-Communist National Union for the total independence of Angola, UNITA. Remember UNITA and Jonathan Savimbi and MPLA. Now, MPLA took control of Angola and formed the government. And by 2002, the 27 war between UNITA and MPLA ended upon the death of Jonathan Savimbi. When Jonathan Savimbi was killed, the war ended in 2002. Now, when you look at the biggest cities of Angola, Luanda there has 6 million people, Uhambo has 1 million people, Rubito, Lubango, Kuito, Malanje, Benguela, Okapa, Namibe, Soyo. These are the main cities of Angola, and of course I'm showing also the population in Angola. Angola has a Kwanza River, Angola has other rivers, and of course lakes and other water bodies in Angola. It makes it a very, very beautiful country. As I was telling you, that the first president of Angola was Antonio Agostinho Neto. who was born on 17 September 1922, and of course died on 10 September 1979. That was the first president of Angola. And of course, after the defeat of Johnson Savimbi, Angola had relative peace. Now, in terms of culture, Angola is very, very traditional. Remember, Angola's tribes, the main tribes of Angola, one can talk about basically the well-known Bantu tribes of Angola. The Ubundu are the largest tribe of Angola, making 35% of the population of Angola. The Ubundu. Then they have the Bundu, which who constitute about 25% of Angolans. While they have also the Bakongo, which accounts for about 13% of the population. So these are the three main Bantu groups of Angola: the Ovubundu, they have the Mbundu, and they have the Bakongo. Those are the three main tribes of Angola. But also they have other tribes. They have other indigenous tribes such as the San and Himba. If you heard about the San can be seen in Angola, the Himba people in Angola. Then they have the Khoisan, the descendant groups of Khoisan. Then they have the Kwisi, Pepe, and of course they have the Zemba, Kuvare, and of course other groups. And of course, the languages in Angola, the Portuguese is the official language of Angola, but we also have the Zemba, Kwale, Pepe, Kwisi, then the other languages, of course, follow suit right there in Angola. So, Angola's second president, after the death of Neto, the second president was Jose dos Santos. Jose dos Santos, president of Angola, took over from the 25th, was in office from 21st September 1979, and of course left on 25th September 2017. The second president of Angola was Jose Eduardo dos Santos. And of course, the current president of Angola is none other than João Manuel Congres. João Manuel Congres Lourenço, the president of Angola today, of course, comes from that same movement, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. And of course, that's the movement that has been so much into power in Angola. When UNITA of Savimbi was defeated, of course, MPLA took power, and MPLA has been in power since independence from 1975. 3 presidents so far, and Angola continues to be going from strength to strength. Remember, they had a 27-year war, civil war, when UNITA was fighting MPLA. When Savimbi was killed, then UNITA was weakened. But Angola has been moving on very well, despite the challenges, the poverty, the unemployment. The minerals of Angola are still in plenty. Remember, the oil sector is doing exactly very well for Angola. Angola has oil. Angola, remember, one of the richest countries in terms of resources. Angola has diamonds. Angola has gold. Angola has all these other minerals you talk about. But Angola still remains highly debt burdened, where its GDP, 80% of GDP of Angola is into debt. Now, as Africans, we ask the question, how do we fix our countries? How do we fix Angola? How do we fix Africa? We have all these resources going for us. We have all these minerals going for us. We have all these tourist attractions going for us. And there is no war in Angola. There was a 27-year war when UNITA was fighting MPLA. UNITA was defeated after 27 years when Savimbi was killed. There have been relative peace since 2002. 2002. So where is the problem for Angola to have all these people below the poverty line? 15 million people to be under poverty line, not able to earn $1 a day, is quite a big thing for Angola. Yet Angola has the best soils. In terms of agriculture, Angola has food. Angola has a people that are so welcoming. Angola has a rich culture. Angola has a rich history of a people that fight for their rights. Angola has all these rivers going for it. Angola has all these animals going for it. What is the problem for Angola? That we must be able to fix as people that wish well for Africa, the problem must start with the leadership to fix what is challenging the people of Angola. With all that oil, Angola's wealth makes it among the top 5 wealth countries in Africa in terms of resources. Think about it. And all these resources would be better used to develop the people of Angola. But definitely, there are companies that benefit from these resources. There are companies that take the oil out of Angola. There are companies that take gold out of Angola. There are companies that take minerals out of Angola. And the people of Angola remain with nothing. These are the issues we must address as people in Africa. We have the resources, but how do we manage these resources? How do we manage the monies that come from our countries? This is Man TV Africa. Thank you so much, Dennis Bongole, for showcasing this show. And of course, our viewers, we encourage you to share, like, and subscribe to our TV station. This is not a YouTube channel, it is a TV station. We broadcast every day, every time we want to reach out to you. Please remember to subscribe and keep it Man TV Africa. See you in the next one.
Tuungane sote na tushereke pamoja ushindi kwa ukombozi wetu. Tujitoe wenyewe, tusimame pamoja kulinda uhuru na umoja wetu. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote, tuimbe pamoja, kuenzi shikamano hatima yetu. Tujitoe wenyewe kupambana pamoja, uhuru na umoja vitawale. Enyi Bwana na binti wa Afrika, mwili wa jua, mwili wa anga, tuifanye Afrika mti wa uzima. Tuungane sote na tujibidishe kutoa kilicho bora kwa Afrika. Chimbuko la wanadamu, chemchemi ya